Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome everyone to Flow with Tanya. Today we're going to discuss about the author, Rabbi Schneur Zalman from Liadi. This is the first Rebbe and Grand Hasidic Master of the Chabad Hasidic movement. Please check out our video on what is Hasidic philosophy, what is Kabbalah, because the teachings in this book, the Tanya, are all based on Kabbalah, as well as sources from the oral Torah and the written Torah. So check out all of our videos, what is Mishnah, what is Talmud. In 1745, Schneur Zalman Baruchovich, later became the founder of Chabad, was born in the small town of Lyozna, which is present-day Belarus. Eventually, he became a student of Rabbi Dovber from a city called Mezrich. And Rabbi Dovber was a disciple and prominent student of the founder of the Hasidus movement, the Baal Shem Tov, who was 350 years ago. And his student, Rabbi Dovber, who is known as the Magid, the preacher from Mezrich, his youngest student was Schneur Zalman which was known as Schneur Zalman from Liadi, Schneur Zalman Baruchovich. Now, a lot of people refer to him as the Alter Rebbe, which is the Yiddish way of saying the old rabbi, the old grand rabbi. He had a lot of opposition to the stuff he was teaching, the insights he was teaching, the secrets of the Torah, these beautiful esoteric teachings that he was teaching. People were very upset because they wanted to stick to the old way they were used to. And he said, now there's a new darkness in the world. And it's a time we have to reveal these teachings because they help us be refined, they help us elevate ourselves, and they help us bring light into the commandments that God gave us and the Torah that he taught us. And this is something coming straight from Moses on Mount Sinai, but was only revealed to very few people until the Baal Shem Tov, his teacher, came to him, Achia Shiloni, in a forest, in a vision, and told him now is time to reveal to the world the stuff we had been studying together. And then he taught his student, Rabbi Dovber, who taught his student, Schneur Zalman, who eventually took these teachings and made it into a formula, into a system called Chabad, which is that we should understand these concepts of the Torah, these concepts of the Kabbalah. We should understand it in a way that it affects how we feel, and ultimately it affects how we act. Now, the Alter Rebbe, the Grand Rabbi, Rabbi Schneur Zalman, was getting a lot of questions from his students on their service of God, on their day-to-day lives. So he decided he's going to write everything down into a book. And it was originally a couple of books, and they put it together to become one masterpiece called the Tanya, which is now learned by Jews of all denominations, even non-Jews, like to study in there because there's some parts in it which speak about the oneness of God, which is applicable to every human being, even if you're not Jewish and you don't have the 613 commandments. So the book of Tanya we're now going to go through. We're going to flow with the Tanya to bring that flow into our lives, to make our lives more meaningful, to make our lives should be more full of joy, passion, happiness, giving, receiving, all of these wonderful stuff that the Tanya gives us. And also great intellect and deep understanding and knowledge into godliness. Because the commandment to believe in God is only after you understood as much of godliness as you could. Then after that, you use your belief. But there's concepts that we can understand, and to use our belief on those concepts is a waste of the power of your belief. Your belief is only for a very high level of concepts that we can't understand, that we cannot grasp, that we cannot relate to. But the parts that we can understand, it is our obligation to do so, to understand godliness, to understand who we really are, and what are we really doing here? What's our purpose? So, thank you for joining us. This is the Rebel Rabbi. I can't wait to see you next time. Shalom.